how to use a tissue box for better handstand alignment. So when you're standing up tall on your feet, if you go to take what's called a negative shin angle, where you would lean the shin back, you'll fall over. You'll go past your heel and lose balance. If you go in the other direction and try to lean the shin forward and the whole body forward, you'll find yourself gripping with your toes and pushing to try to avoid falling forward. So similarly, when we have our hands on the floor, I'll go this way. If you're in a handstand and you lean too far back at the arm and the forearm, you'll fall back this way. If you lean forward, you'll have to work really hard in your fingers throughout your forearms to grip the floor and not fall forward. So instead, we want to stack at about that 90-degree angle of the wrist, and that is where the tissue box comes in. Now, before you even get into handstands, even if you've never gotten yourself all the way upside down, we can use this to build the strength of stacking that shoulder over the wrist. So here's a really great exercise anyone at any level can use to both build strength and learn what angle your forearm and wrist need to be at. We'll start on hands and knees with that tissue box right next to the forearm. Push the floor away so you can think about bringing your chest as far from the floor as you can get it. And then we'll push through the toes and lift the hips up nice and high. Coming back down, we're trying not to move that tissue box. So again, we don't want to slide it back, but we also don't want to lean forward away from it. A handful of reps there, and you'll feel all kinds of wonderful things. I'll set up with my forearm right next to that tissue box, lightly touching. And then as I go into my chest wall, I'm going to try to keep this angle still. So if I lean too far towards the wall or too far away, I'll start to feel the tissue box giving me that feedback so it can teach me when I'm actually stacked with my shoulder over my wrist. The same thing goes for the back to wall handstand. I'll place the tissue box about a foot away from the wall, and then as I kick up, I'll try to keep that forearm contact. So there you have it. Alignment starts at the wrist, and the tissue box can certainly help.